What is going on, YouTube? We got a lot to get into, or I guess not too much, but we got a trade recap to get into, and let's dive straight into it. Let me make sure my face cam is good. All right, we're chilling. So, coming into the day, I am up. I don't know how much that is, but 300 times 6 plus 200 plus 220 times 4. So whatever that math is, it'll be in the thumbnail, it'll be in the title. But yeah, let's dive into what I was looking for, how we were able to do this, and our key takeaways from the day. So let's get started. Came into the morning leaning a little bullish just because we were expecting a lot of higher time frame PD arrays. So that was my kind of thought process coming into market open. What do we see? Boom, right at open. We see strong 1 minute fair value gap higher, creates a 1 minute bullish fair value gap, 1 minute market structure shift here. Was thinking about potentially getting involved off of it, but it was just too tight, bro. It was too tight of a trade for me. As we can see, we came down. We did end up respecting this 1 minute fair value gap, 23-point stop. So it ended up working. And as you can see, we delivered 1 to 3, but I was like, oh, dude, that's tight. And I don't have the confidence to take a trade like that right now. So we didn't end up taking that. So that was one trade that would have been beautiful, would have printed 1 to 3 right there. So honestly, after that point, I was a little emotional, not gonna lie. But what did I do? I was patient, I waited, saw bearish SMT form here, boom, big sell-off, was looking for a potential entry opportunity, but we just ended up freaking selling off all the way down lower, sweeping out some sell-side liquidity areas. And yeah, at this point I'm like, okay, if there's something to back higher, price may want to come back up towards this internal buy side liquidity level because we just tap higher time frame PD rays and we do have a higher time frame SMT at the London low. So at this point, I got involved here, boom, stop below this because I didn't want to have a huge stop loss. I moved it to right here. And yeah, what ends up happening? Boom, we don't even turn it inverse. So I jump in way too early. What do? I realize that, I recognize that. I freaking close out when we're break even. So I get break evened. And then what do I see? Boom, right here we see an actual close above this 1 minute fair value gap, turning it into a bearish inverse. So then I put my limit order back at the consequent encroachment, which is just the 50% mark of this inverse fair value gap. And I get involved targeting this high, and then we'll break into how I manage this position. So as we can see, we traded higher slowly but surely. We turned this 5 minute bearish fair value gap into a 5 minute bullish. I liked this, and I believe at this point in time I went break even just because of the fact that since it's a 5 minute bullish fair value gap now, there's no reason we should disrespect it. So boom, once we have this close, I go break even, and then we're break even there, trading higher. And then we start chopping around here. At this point, I'm like, okay, bro, I do not like this price action. So what do? I end up closing right here for that $300 win on the apexes, and then like 220 on the other ones. And yeah, so I'm out here. I really didn't like the chop, bro. We literally had been chopping for almost 20 minutes. And again, I need to actually preface this. On ES, we were still basically just right in the middle of all this bearish movement here. So I'm like, okay, dude, price could easily respect. And even if we do come up and take this high, look at how far ES is trading from this respective high. So I'm like, okay, bro, I'm just going to close out here. And I had to go. So that's fine. It ended up being fine. And then looking back on this trade, I wouldn't have done anything differently, except maybe closed higher. But again, that's literally just luck, closing at the right time. But look, we don't even come up and tap our first target. We chop for, realistically, this is all chopped, 45 minutes of chop, and then we get a flush. Like, look at that, bro. Literally chop for 45 minutes, then boom, flush lower, just deliver to this London low fast is flip, boy. So yeah, literally would have just got stopped at break even. So I'm going to take that as a win, closing early, recognizing these conditions, bro. Like, look at these higher highs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we failed to take it by like, how much? By 1.25 points. So yeah, ended up on the day, which is nice, $300. The account balances are looking pretty nice. They're still not even at that 2,600 mark. I think they're sitting around. Like 23-ish or something. I honestly have no idea, brother. Yeah, sitting around. Oh, never mind. 2,300 of drawdown, my bad. Like 52K around, so I still need to make that 2.1K across the board. But best way to do that, I think, is just going to be to keep our 250 risk, bro. Not even going to lie. But yeah, that's all I got for today. Thank you guys for watching. Nice little trade recap. Probably going to do some short form here. And yeah, with that being said, trade recap, nice little short one. Gonna learn from it, extrapolate. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. Let me know how y'all did in the comments below. And I will see you tomorrow. Peace.